Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our 2013 California Wrestling Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Don Shuler. His presenter is Class of 2007 Hall of Famer, Mr. Frank Adelman. Don Shuler wrestled for Santa Ana Valley High School and placed second in the CIF Championships. After high school and in 1974, Don attended Santa Ana College and placed second his freshman year at the Junior College State Championships. Then in 1975, and still at Santa Ana College, Don won his first state championship as well as being selected as the outstanding wrestler of the tournament. Don's overall record as a wrestler for Santa Ana College was 83-6. After junior college, Don left for Arizona and wrestled for Arizona State, where he was a two-time WAC champion, an NC2A All-American while placing fourth. Don's Arizona State record was 62-9-1. In 1977, Don was a U.S. National Freestyle Champion. He placed in the Freestyle Championships 5 times. Don was the first alternate on the 1984 U.S. Olympic team as a 180-pound wrestler. In 1986, Don became the first head wrestling coach at Liberty University in Virginia, where his dual meet record was 189-105. He currently coaches at Brookfield High School, where he has been the head coach for the last 17 years. Last year, Don was named Virginia Coach of the Year, and Don's team this year just took second in the state. Don is not going to notice. Last month, on April 20th, Don was inducted into the Virginia Chapter National Wrestling Hall of Fame. Well, here we are again, ladies and gentlemen, except this time in California. Ladies and gentlemen, inducted into the 2013 California Wrestling Hall of Fame, Mr. Don Shuler.
I just want to make one correction. It's Santa Ana High School. We didn't like those Santa Ana Valley guys. So. I've been in Virginia for about 26 years now. When I first went there, it's a culture changer, friendly people, and they conduct themselves in a friendly way. And when I first started coaching there, I went up to the table and was talking to a ref about my view of what was going on. And I noticed it was a one-way thing, he wasn't saying anything. And I stopped talking, and he said, and you got to put a southern tint on this. If I'm not doing it now, you can imagine a heavy accent. It says, Mr. Shuler, that's your first warning. So I was kind of shocked. But, I just stood there, and he went back and started reffing and said, might as well sit down. So I was shocked at how polite the guy was. He even knew my name. So that was kind of a big deal to me, anyway. I'd like to thank my Lord Jesus Christ for allowing me to do this, and my wife for 35 years, who's been a wrestling widow for a long time. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's right. We all get involved in wrestling for different reasons. I started as a sophomore in high school in Yokohama, Japan. I was a Navy brat, so I was living there, and I had a friend named Austin who invited me to come out and chase the little guys around in wrestling practice. That sounded like fun. So I did that, and imagine my dismay when I found out there was more to wrestling practice than chasing little guys around. But I did that, and then beginning my junior year, about September, the Japanese people are very polite, and I had some very polite official Japanese people ask me to leave Japan forever. So that's what I did. I went to Santa Ana High School, and when I was there, it was, the football season's already started. I liked football a lot, liked to play a lot, and I didn't think I was going to get to play until my senior year there. But I was sitting around at lunchtime, and Coach Dick Linder came up to me and started talking to me. And it was like he knew me all my life. And he said, started asking me questions about wrestling and about football. And he invited me to come out and play. I played on the meat squad for the first 4 or 5 weeks. He said, go out, hit that 350-pound linebacker, and then they picked me up. I come back. I said, now this time, try to run past them. That didn't work either. So I didn't know it at the time, but when I signed up for football, I also signed up for the wrestling team. And Mr. Coach Linder was a great coach, working with nobody. I didn't know much about wrestling, and it was great working with that guy for 2 years. And I went to Santa Ana College, where I worked with Frank Adelman, who taught me to love the sport, to think about the sport, and to use strategy, and never got mad at almost never got mad at the refereeing or what I was doing, but kept everything real mellow, just like California guys should, and it was fun. And he taught me a lot, got me ready for the next level. I was fortunate enough to wrestle for Bobby Douglas at Arizona State. And when I went there, my senior year, I was wrestling 167 for a couple of years, then I moved up to 177 pounds, which was occupied by Dave Severin, two-time All-American, who was a sophomore at the time. And when we were going to have wrestle-offs that year, we talked a little bit about me going up, but there was some indication that Bobby didn't want me to go up. He informed me that the matches were 15 minutes long. But we figured out if we had 10 matches at 15 minutes long, it was going to take about 4 hours. So we changed it to 10 minutes. And the match started, and we were wrestling. He used to shoot a double and go up to a bear hug. And my job was to throw him from there. And I got to the edge, and a couple of times I landed him in the stands just for prosperity, So I noticed that Dave's not here tonight, so after the match, after I kicked his butt for 10 minutes, I was putting my stuff on, and I didn't notice Bobby around. He wasn't around. And then another match went by, he still wasn't there. I started talking to the guy, where's Bobby? He says, well, you guys killed him. They took him away in an ambulance. One of the times that I threw him in the stands, we landed on him. He had gone in the stands being neutral, and we dislocated his hip. So next day in practice, I was pretty nervous. And we were sitting there waiting for him to show up, and he walked in with some crutches on. He said, Severin, you're redshirting, and I was the starting 77-pounder, which was the way it should be. So it's great to be in a state where there's so many great wrestlers come out of here. And I'm thankful for being part of this state, being part of the wrestling here, and especially thankful for the coaches that I had. I had some of the best coaches you can imagine. And it's unbelievable that we can be in a state where so many people, so many great wrestlers come out of. And I'd just like to thank them and thank you for this time.